Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful skills you can have in your career playbook, emotional intelligence. We're going to look at what it really takes to become a more mindful and way more effective leader.
You know that feeling, right? You're on a team and everyone is brilliant, super talented, but things just aren't clicking. There's this weird friction, communication breaks down, and good ideas just seem to fizzle out. It's such a common problem, and believe me, the answer isn't just about working harder. Because, let's be honest, in the fast-paced, super collaborative world we're all working in now, the old idea that the smartest person in the room wins, that's just, well, it's outdated. Your raw brain power is only one part of the equation.
And that gets us right to the heart of the modern workplace challenge. To really thrive today, we need a totally different set of tools in our toolbox.
So let's really break this down. On one side, you've got IQ, your intelligence quotient. Think of it as your raw computational power, right? It's what you know. But then on the other side, there's EQ, your emotional quotient. And this is all about how you relate. It's about understanding people, navigating complex social situations. You know, all those soft skills that are actually the hardest and most important skills to master.
And this is where we get to what we call the EQ advantage. It's this powerful idea that emotional intelligence isn't just some fluffy, nice-to-have thing. No way. It is a core driver of your success, your team's success, and what it means to be a real leader.
And I want to be super clear here. This isn't just some vague concept. Your emotional quotient is something you can actually measure. And years of research have shown, again and again, that it's one of the single best predictors of success in any job that involves working with other human beings. For a lot of us, that's the whole game. So a program designed to boost your EQ really zeroes in on these key areas. The whole point is to systematically level up your emotional intelligence. Why? Because that directly improves your relationships at work, which then gives you the tools to solve those tricky team problems and handle conflict like a pro.
So you might be wondering, okay, how do I actually do this? Well, the good news is there's a clear path to mastering these skills. It's a journey that builds on itself step by step, starting from the inside out.
The whole journey can be broken down into these 4 logical steps. First, you have to start with an honest self-assessment. I mean, you can't get where you're going if you don't know where you are, right? From there, you learn to manage your emotions. That's self-regulation. Once you've got that down, you can turn your focus outward to empathy. And finally, you bring it all home with relationship management. See, it's a really smart, powerful progression.
And listen, this isn't about memorizing definitions from a textbook. The only way to really learn this stuff is by doing it. We're talking about diving into real-world case studies, jumping into lively discussions, and even using things like role-playing and gamification to really build that muscle memory.
Okay, let's zoom in on that very first step because it is absolutely foundational. Know thyself. Seriously, everything about emotional intelligence begins right here, with you.
The journey really kicks off with self-awareness. This is all about learning to recognize what you're feeling in the moment it's happening. It's about understanding your triggers, your biases, and getting really honest about your strengths and where you can improve. Without this, none of the other pieces can fall into place.
So once you're aware of your emotions, the next step is a total game changer, self-regulation. This is where you go from just noticing what you're feeling to actively managing it. This skill alone can transform how you show up at work.
So what does self-regulation actually look like? Well, it's that crucial pause before you react. It's being able to adapt when things get chaotic without freaking out. It's not about hiding your feelings, but about choosing the right way and the right time to express them. And maybe most importantly, it's always thinking about how your actions are going to land with other people.
All right, so once you've built that solid internal foundation of awareness and regulation, it's time to shift your focus outward. This is where you really start to see the magic happen in your interactions with everyone around you.
And the bridge that connects you to other people is empathy. It's that amazing ability to genuinely put yourself in someone else's shoes and try to see the world from their point of view. Let me tell you, empathy is the secret sauce for building trust and making a team feel safe.
And all of this builds up to the final piece of the puzzle, relationship management. This is where you take your self-awareness, your self-regulation, and your empathy, and you weave them all together to intentionally build strong, positive, and productive relationships.
When you get this right, you unlock some incredible leadership superpowers. You'll be able to build amazing teams, give encouragement that actually motivates people, and just generally guide your team with a steady, intentional hand. This is what high EQ looks like in action.
So when you put all of these pieces together, what's the end result? Let's paint a picture of the kind of leader you'll become when you operate with a high EQ.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? The power to motivate, to inspire, to earn real trust, that doesn't come from your job title. It comes from your emotional intelligence. This isn't a soft skill anymore. It's an absolute must-have for any leader today.
And here's what that transformation looks like day to day. You become the person who people trust, who inspires confidence. You're the one who can motivate your team, handle disagreements with grace, and create an environment where everyone can do their best work. And guess what? That leads directly to better productivity and a much healthier workplace.
So the path is there and the benefits are huge. The only question left is the one you have to ask yourself. Are you ready to step up and become the kind of emotionally intelligent leader that your team is waiting for?